This is retarded this time!
I just saw some disturbing ass shit. I don't know how old this video is. I have no idea. I just know it's important, and the message it contains says a lot about the fucking right wing that is controlling America right now. And I'm not talking, once again, I'm telling you guys, I'm not talking about old school fashioned conservative people. I've got friends that are old school conservatives that really believe in the original ideas of the old school party. Okay? I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about these right-wing extremist elitists, specifically a lady by the name of Coulter. If you don't know her, she's a Fox News, I believe, radio host. She's just, well, basically a Fox News host, okay? And she's also an author of several stupid-ass books.
Roll the tape.
Look, the sole purpose for smoking pot or eating a pot brownie is to get high. That is not true with alcohol.
Yes,
People
it is.
enjoy, well, maybe you're a 14-year-old.
Yeah, that bitch might be onto something because I drink alcohol for the taste. I don't drink it to get a buzz. Who the fuck does that? Just keep watching.
They're going to keg parties still.
Everybody drinks alcohol to get slightly higher than when they start drinking it, surely. What's the point of drinking alcohol?
Absolutely. I have done TV after drinks. I bet you
have
have too.
Are you
I'm
intoxicated
drunk
now?
right now.
That would explain a lot of things.
So what you're saying is you get to drink on the job? Hey, you two, how many of you guys get to have a nice mixed drink before you go to work and not worry about losing your job?
Have you ever smoked pot?
Wait, would you please let me finish one sentence, Piers Morgan?
You're rambling.
People enjoy wine. They drink wine for a purpose. They will buy $800 bottles of wine. Perhaps you have a warm feeling. It does not.
Who the fuck out of any of you watching this is going out buying $800 bottles of wine just for the taste? Fuck no. I think most of us are like in the barefoot category here, okay? I don't think we're really ranging too far out of a $10 bottle of wine. Shit, how many bottles of wine? That's 80 bottles of wine to her one? Man, I'm really understanding her. I'm able to relate. I'm gonna get off this video right now and I'm gonna go spend $800 on a bottle of wine for tomorrow morning. And I'm going to down that son of a bitch before I go to work.
You can tell if somebody's been smoking pot. Their eyes are red, they giggle at everything, and by the way, they're incapable of carrying on the normal functions of life.
Have you ever smoked pot?
No, I haven't.
Never in your life?
Almost none of my friends have because they're athletes.
So how do you know what it does?
Because I'm around potheads. Many of my best friends are potheads.
How many potheads
are you around?
And in fact,
a lot of them, well, look, potheads can still get their pot. They're probably self-medicating. But the more people who take it, and if it is made legal, vastly more people will take it. And it will be a disaster for commerce.
Why? Why for commerce?
Because potheads are incapable of following simple instructions and getting a job done. I used to carry around as my sole argument against pot legalization.
I am for legalization because I think it's an oppressive law, okay? I know a lot of my friends that own their own businesses that smoke weed, and they don't do it all the time. They do it very occasionally, and they treat it like a drink, okay? And they are very successful given the circumstances they have to work with. You know, making $100,000 a year in a construction business or concrete business or something like that. You know, I know a lot of people that stay working and productive even though they smoke weed. I used to smoke weed and still go to work every day. I never had a problem, but she seems to think so. But that's because she's comparing people that smoke always, all the fucking time, constantly smoking. And that's not how you do it. You don't go and bring a suitcase of beer to your job every day. You know, you have to have a level of responsibility, but that's okay. Stick around because you will not believe the bullshit that is about to come out of her mouth.
But it's like saying alcoholics
As I was saying,
have a drain on the economy.
To pick up in the middle of the sentence I was just on before you
But what do you mean by a
interrupted me,
pothead?
was when I moved to a new place in California and there was a pool and the pool guy didn't, I come back and it's 4 feet down and it's covered with green mold and I called him up. He was a pothead. Oh, I was there that day. So I took 3 pictures and henceforth that was my argument. I don't happen to have my iPhone
Let me try and stop the stream of consciousness.
You can't get anything done with a pothead. What we need to do is encourage people.
What do you mean by a pothead?
Everyone knows what a pothead is.
What does it mean?
It's not smoking pot one time.
So how much are you assuming a pothead takes?
Enough so that it can be made fun of on TV by Brad Pitt in this movie.
So like a heavy drinker or a heavy smoker?
No, heavy smokers work all night and then die young, saving the Social Security system money. We, for commercial purposes, for the purposes of the good of the country, we ought to encourage Americans to smoke like mad. They'd be incredibly productive, and then they'd die young and not have long, lingering deaths.
Holy fuck. Did she just say what the fuck I think she just said? It's not okay to smoke pot because pot doesn't kill you, it makes you lazy. But it's okay to smoke cigarettes because cigarettes just keep your ass working and up all the time like communist China, right? And you're just fucking working. And you're working and you're working and you're working and you're working. And then all of a sudden, you croak over. That's how they want it. They just want you to work your ass off and die.
Fuck you, work and die.
Potheads, no, I'm going to be paying for their food, housing, now for their health care, apparently, because they can't perform any useful job. Can you?
First of all, bitch, health care is almost unaffordable for everyone. I make damn near I'm not afraid to tell you what I make. I make close to $50,000 a year. And when I'm supporting my household and I'm supporting, the family that I have, I can't afford to get my health insurance. I have to give my health insurance to my family. And I'm sure a lot of you are in the same situation. None of us can afford health care. It's ridiculous. It's not just potheads. And here you are talking this shit. You're disgusting. You're a disgusting. You are a disgusting display of a human being. You are an animal. Watch, because it gets even worse if you don't believe it. Watch it.
Imagine if,
the vast majority of people that take marijuana on a recreational basis are not, by your definition, potheads.
The point is,
in the same way that most people who drink alcohol are not alcoholics or heavy drinkers with a problem.
Once the cat is out of the bag, you can't put it back in. That was the problem.
Yeah, but the issue is not that.
Again, to pick up where I was in the middle of my sentence, but during Prohibition...
The issue is not that, is it?
The
issue is, why do we treat
every alcohol-related disease, cirrhosis of the liver, accidents as a result of alcohol, went down precipitously. It will go up. We will have this is how many potheads we have when it's illegal. I think that's just about enough.
Let me answer you. Nobody has ever overdosed on cannabis. Did you know that?
So what? They can't perform daily functions. They're going to be on my tax bill.
But you accept that people die of smoking. You accept that people can overdose on too much alcohol.
Well, everybody dies eventually.
That's your answer.
No, but to say people die of smoking, what is considered a smoking death is any heart attack is considered a smoking death.
The point is that the argument is that alcohol...
That's a true fact, by the way.
That heavy consumption
someone
of
who has
alcohol,
never smoked will be considered a smoking
heavy
death.
consumption of alcohol or heavy consumption of cigarettes is more dangerous to your health.
No, it isn't. Alcohol is good for you. You take out the category. Have you been reading the Science Times? It's study after study. Alcohol is good for you. You should have a glass a day. Or two.
We'll have a glass after the show and we'll test your theory.
Or two.
Okay, aside from the fact that she just got done saying to us that fuck you, you work, you die, she's telling us that alcohol is good for us. Okay, yeah, a glass of alcohol might be good to thin out your blood to keep your heart from working overtime. But you can get the same effect from an aspirin. Okay? So don't believe the bullshit. Alcohol thins your blood, which makes your blood easier to pump through the rest of your body. It gives your heart a break. Aspirin will do the same thing. Ironically, they're both bad for your liver.
No, it's true. Alcohol is good for you. Pot is not good for you. And in fact, it is very cancerous.
Wait a minute. Didn't you just get done saying that everybody should smoke so they can work and fucking die? They are working like a communist China. They are working. They are working good. You gotta make it work. You gotta make it stuff. Now all of a sudden you're worried about health concerns when it's marijuana, but don't worry about health concerns when it's tobacco, and alcohol's obviously healthy. Oh, and don't forget the kids. Oh, but you guys are gonna really love this, what she says about your children.
Now they're getting these young kids coming in, having heart attacks at very young ages, and it's because they're potheads. And by the way, at least they'll save me money if they just go ahead and die, but they rarely just go ahead and die.
I would get angry at that statement, but that's such a sick statement. If you're a parent out there and you've got a 14-year-old, that should offend the fuck out of you. If you have a child, that should offend you. I cannot believe that came out of that woman's mouth. And I cannot believe that woman has got people listening to the shit she says. How heartless are these people? How disturbingly fucked in the head are they? No. What she basically said was, it is a shame that your 14-year-old just didn't fucking die and get off my money.
Fuck you! My money!
Fuck your 14-year-old. Let him die. I want money. These are the people that are running part of our country. You write that bitch. You tell that bitch what you think of her. You storm her doors down. And you don't stop. Spread the word. Share this shit. Subscribe to my channel. I will never let you down in bringing the justice. The fucking justice that is inhumane. That is an animal that you're watching on TV. My 14-year-old son, she would rather him overdose on marijuana and fucking die just so he'll get out of the way for the next person. Because of what? Not heroin, not crack cocaine, but because of marijuana. You people are fucked.